Bad reverb. So let's see how this goes. Take it away, Ree.
Hopefully we didn't lose connection there. I'm hoping not. I'm trying to think we may have, though, because let's see. We did.
Avatar, actually.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's try that one again. Talk about some technical difficulties. Hell.
Technical as hell.
That was the connection went down again.
Oh, it's down. So at least we're talking now. I don't know what's going to happen or how long we're going to be on.
Yeah.
Google Hangouts is being fun again.
Yeah, I think it's doing the same thing as last night. Okay, let's try that one again.
Well, I guess let's keep it going as good as we can.
Yeah, we'll just jump right in now. Hi, everybody. I'm Revengeance. I'm here with Johnny B. Crazy for American Horror Story, the morning after live stream. Bear with us because Hangouts is kind of acting up tonight. We're having a little bit of technical issues, so just bear with us a little bit tonight. Johnny, why don't you go ahead and do some intros?
Yeah, what's up, everyone? Johnny B. Crazy. Glad to be talking some American Horror Stories, switching up genres completely. And I'm really excited about it. I think there's some crazy shit going on, but when isn't there in American Horror Story? So I just want to thank everyone for coming out. And the Cylons have hacked us, so we're having technical difficulties. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Hangouts, for doing the wonderful updates. I understand you had some difficulties last night during your Battlestar Galactica rewatch on your new channel as well, too. So we're going to ride it out and try and connect as we can, guys. So we'll see how this goes, and hopefully all works out well. So last night we had, actually it was Wednesday night, we had the episode called The Morning After. And first impressions were pretty crazy. I got it was a lot of sex and judgment going on. Original Sin vibe, feeling it going on. Adam and Eve, introduction to everybody for Michael Langdon. What did you think originally when you first watched it?
Well, I thought, first off, we're wondering whether it's really an apocalypse or not, right? So I tend to lean toward maybe or something deeper is happening, but Michael Langdon, Murder House, we're thinking, well, this is the Antichrist, right? Or at least that's kind of hopefully what we're led to believe here. We see he's already really creepy and into illusions, and they're not looking for the best people. So we know it's like he's recruiting for the apocalypse, maybe even recruiting for the apocalypse if the apocalypse hadn't already happened. But it seems like there's been a plan in place. I don't know. You're muted. You're muted. Damn phone.
See, and that's what I get. That's what I get. That's changing devices right there. Something I had thought about is, and I wonder if you've thought the same, is we're the four horsemen. You know, we got this whole apocalypse thing. I'm kind of waiting for the four horsemen to pop up. You know, and I wonder if instead of actual physical, beings, I guess you could say, if we'll get more just the whole pestilence and war and those sort of things going on instead, but I'm kind of waiting for them to play in a little bit here,
Yeah, there's this whole theme with the circles and the circular theme as well, and the 9 circles of hell, you could say. They're getting really deep with it. And something I think we talked about pre-chat was the pilots disappearing, and possibly that were they raptured or so, are they going that deep into it? I don't think we're gonna see like some kind of great battle between good versus evil, but I do see some type of it's Lucifer's 1,000-year reign on Earth, possibly the beginning of it or the preparation for it, and maybe they are in hell right now, um, or I don't know. It's kind of confusing at this point, just a little bit, because I'm trying to figure out where they are. But I do think it could be completely post-apocalyptic, and they had been preparing for this, and then they're gonna repopulate, and they're gonna have to use some means to do it if there's nuclear fallout, and we kind of see at the end of this episode how they can do it, and there's a lot of mention of DNA. So, yeah.
Oh, well, and we actually seen during when he does his what was it that he called it when he does his little interviews, the cooperating with and I know I call him gallant, but it's gallant. He when he's cooperating, doing his, he mentions he asks him if he's gay, and when he says yeah, but as far as breeding, I have no problem, basically donating my time for the effort, taking one for the team to procreate. And that was something that he did mention, and he's like, oh, don't worry, we have ways of doing that. The only thing we haven't figured out is how for women to carry. So they don't have like test tube babies going on yet, but so women are still carrying the children, but they've found a way for the men to go further without actually having sex with the women. But then we have this whole Adam and Eve thing going on, which we were talking about this earlier too, pre-show, where it opens up, the whole show opens up with Emily with the snakes. And that is very reminiscent of the Garden of Eden. And she plays a very specific role as the kind of